we have learnt today that a lot can happen
in conjunction with a fuel cell that's creating electricity.
Hydrogen fuel cell, they are, at least currently, more efficient than hydrogen combustion engines.
Imagine soaring through the clouds in a plane that runs entirely on electricity. Yep, that's right, the world's first electric flight is here, and it's ready to revolutionise how we think about air travel. But how does this innovative technology work, and what does it mean for the future of flying? Well, history was made when the first all-electric passenger airplane, charmingly named Alice, took its maiden voyage. Yep, if you haven't already heard the good news, welcome to this exciting moment. It's no secret that the airline industry has a huge problem when it comes to greenhouse gas pollution. Only recently have airline companies begun to offset their emissions, but there's still a long way to go. Switching from traditional flights to electric could significantly reduce the impact on the environment. However, the technology just isn't fully there yet. But Alice's successful flight marks a huge step forward and signifies the beginning of the third era in aviation, the electric age. Electric planes can address the major problem with flying greenhouse gas emissions. Did you know that aviation is responsible for around 2% of global carbon dioxide emissions each and every year? That's a significant chunk, and finding solutions is crucial for our planet. Just like electric cars are transforming how we travel on land, electric planes like Alice have the potential to revolutionise air travel. They offer a cleaner, greener alternative to traditional jet engines, reducing the carbon footprint of our flights. So, as Alice soars into the skies, it's not just a new plane taking off, it's the dawn of a new sustainable era in aviation, and that's something to get excited about. Now, the name Alice was inspired by Lewis Carroll's whimsical tales of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. For its test flight, Alice took off from a central Washington airport, soaring up to 3,500 feet before gracefully landing again. The whole journey lasted just 8 minutes. That might sound short, but it was the perfect time to prove that Alice and its battery-powered engine were up to the task. Gregory Davis, aviation's president and CEO, summed it up perfectly when he exclaimed, "This is history." He emphasised how rare it is to witness such a monumental shift in propulsion technology, comparing it to the last major transition from piston to turbine engines in the 1950s. After years of waiting and the push to cut down on carbon emissions, Alice's 8-minute flight marked a big moment. It gave us a peek into what electric air travel could be like down the road, offering a little spark of hope for the future. Electric aircraft aren't entirely new. Hobbyists and researchers have been tinkering with electric model planes since the 1970s. The first manned electric helicopter flight occurred in 2011 in France, followed by the groundbreaking circumnavigation of the Earth by Solar Impulse 2 using solar power. While Alice isn't the first electric aircraft, she holds the prestigious title of being the first electric passenger plane, marking a pivotal moment in aviation history. Now let's zoom in on the groundbreaking technology powering Alice, the world's first electric-powered flight. First off, Alice isn't as big as your typical passenger jet. It can carry up to 9 passengers and 2 crew members. Or it can be configured to haul cargo. And its range? Well, it's not going to break any records just yet. Alice can fly between 150 and 250 miles on a single charge, which is less than your average car. Plus, it takes around 30 minutes to recharge after 1 to 2 hours of flying. You'd be surprised to know that Alice is powered by batteries similar to those found in electric cars, but it's not quite ready to replace traditional fossil fuel planes just yet. Under the hood, Alice boasts a pair of Magni-X engines and a hefty battery system from AVL. These engines can propel the aircraft to a maximum airspeed of around 260 knots, but Alice's battery system is made up of over 21,500 small Tesla-style battery cells, making it a bit of a heavyweight. In fact, the batteries account for more than half of the plane's carbon composite airframe's weight. Now, let's put things into perspective. Alice has just enough juice to zip between cities like Boston and New York City, which are about 216 miles apart. Compare that to a Boeing 737, one of the most common passenger planes, which can fly over 3,000 miles without needing to refuel. So, while Alice may not be ready for a coast-to-coast adventure just yet, it's certainly a step in the right direction. Now, how do you charge or power these electric planes? It's a question that's crucial for their widespread adoption. Imagine a world where electric planes are as common as electric cars, with battery technology rapidly advancing to make it all possible. Companies like CATL are already mass producing batteries with the energy density needed for mainstream electrification of flight. Enter Aerovolt, a company founded by twin brothers Alan and Phil Kingsley Dobson in 2022. They're leading the charge in installing electric plane chargers at airfields across England, with plans to expand further. These chargers, similar to electric vehicle charge points, can be located and accessed through apps like Squadron or Octopus Electroverse. But pilots need to book these chargers from the sky, just like planning a pit stop on a road trip. That's where the Squadron app comes in handy. It's not just about finding chargers, it's a pilot subscription service that streamlines everything from booking charging sessions to managing aircraft fleets. So as electric planes take flight and the skies evolve, it's clear that innovation isn't just about the technology, it's also about the infrastructure and services that support it. With companies like Aerovolt leading the way, the future of aviation is looking brighter and greener than ever before. Why is all of this such a big deal? Well, consider this: air travel produces a massive amount of carbon emissions per person, more than almost any other activity. That's a huge problem for our planet. Last year, the US set an ambitious goal to achieve net zero emissions from air travel by 2050. While there are other solutions being explored like cleaner fuels and more efficient engines, electric planes could be a game changer. The more electric planes we have flying, like the groundbreaking Alice, the closer we get to hitting that net zero target. It's a crucial step because, after all, every little bit helps when it comes to saving the planet. Now, it was Aviation Aircraft, an Israeli company, that achieved a remarkable feat by creating the world's first electric flight called Alice. Alice comes in 3 different versions: a commuter variant, an executive version, and one specialised for cargo. The commuter variant can carry 9 passengers and 2 pilots, along with 850 pounds of cargo. The executive version offers a more spacious flight with 6 passenger seats, while the cargo plane boasts 450 cubic feet of volume. Excitingly, companies are already showing interest in these electric planes, even though they're still in the prototype phase. DHL Express, a prominent shipping company, has placed an order for the electric planes, aiming to use them for transporting cargo shipments. Moreover, Cape Air, a commuter airline servicing the east coast and midwest of the US, plans to introduce a fleet of Alice aircraft, operating on their current routes across Boston and Cape Cod. However, it's essential to ensure safety and efficiency before these planes hit the skies, commercially. Aviation aims to conduct tests with the production prototypes by 2025. This cautious approach is understandable; after all, air travel safety is paramount. One of the most exciting aspects of electric aviation is its potential to revolutionise travel. Regional airports, often underutilised, could become bustling hubs for clean, affordable flights. By connecting smaller communities with quieter, more environmentally friendly aircraft, electric aviation opens up new possibilities for both passengers and cargo. Now we want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe electric flight is the future of air travel? Are you excited about the possibilities that lie ahead with the world's first electric flight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more.